Hello everyone, welcome back to Online Maths Hub. Okay, so we have this problem to solve right here. This is an Olympiad problem. So how do you solve this question for you to actually get the value of x and y that satisfy this equation? So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and also turn on the notification icon so that if we release more videos, you will actually get to know about it. Okay, so having said that, we're going to proceed. Okay, so let me just call this my question number one. Let me name it, and then this one question number two. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to subtract question number one from question number two. So we say subtract, okay, 2, or rather subtract 1 from 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I say x minus y, so I have x minus y, and then plus root y minus root x, and it is equal to 11 minus 7. Okay, so this is what we have at this point. Moving forward, I'm going to be having that this is equal to x minus y, and then plus root y minus root x is equal to 11 minus 7 is actually 4. Okay, now what I'm going to do again is I want to manipulate all of these things to rewrite this in another form. You can also write this as root x squared minus, you can write this as root y squared, okay, plus I'm going to write the other ones as they are, minus root x is equal to 4. Okay, so moving on, you know that this one alone, you can actually write it, you can actually expand this one. You remember that you have a squared minus b squared, you can write it as a plus b and then a minus b. Okay, so I'm going to expand this one right away. So this is like my a, and this is like my b. So I'm going to write it as root x minus root y, okay, and then into another bracket root x minus, or rather plus root y, and then but just because I want to get this part, if I multiply through, I'm going to add minus 1 so that when I use this one to multiply this one, I'm going to be having this minus x squared, and then when I use this minus root y to multiply minus 1 here, I will have plus root y, just like I have it right here. So I'm going to add this one right here, okay, and then this is equal to 4. Okay, hope you are getting it. And now as we proceed, you know, I can rewrite this 4 as x minus okay, so let me just write this x root x minus root y, okay, into root x plus root y minus 1. I can write this 4 as 4 times 1. Why do I want to write it that way? Because we are having a product of two factors here that is giving us a whole number. So if I'm able to write this whole number as a product of another two factors too, maybe I can just equate them right away. Okay, now but you know that I can also write 4 as 2 times 2, but I cannot use that because this term and this term are not equal. This is root x minus root y. It cannot be the same. It cannot be the same as root x plus root y minus 1. It cannot be equal. This obviously must be greater than this one. Okay, so that is why the only way I can express 4 as a product of two numbers is actually writing it as 4 times 1. Okay, so having written that, I can clearly equate this. I can say that this term here will be equal to the smaller one because this term, the whole of this term inside this bracket should be bigger than this. And so if this one is equal to this, then this term right there will be equal to 4. Okay, so what I'm just saying is I can write this, that this implies that root x minus root y is equal to 1, and then root x plus root y minus 1 is equal to 4. Okay, since the product gives me 4 times 1. Okay, now moving on, I now have another simultaneous equations to solve. And so if you look at the coefficient of this term right here, it is actually 1, and the coefficient of this term here is minus 1. So I want to add, if I call this my equation 3, and then I call this equation 4. So I'm going to equation add equation 3, okay, and equation 4. So if I do that, I'm going to be having that root x plus root s will give me 2 root x, okay. So minus root y plus root y will give me 0, so this one is gone, and then I'll have minus 1 here is equal to this plus this will give me 5. Okay, so that is what we have at that point, and then I can actually take this one to the right hand side, and I'm going to have that 2 root x is equal to 5 plus 1, and so 2 root x is equal to 6. Okay, so I'm going to have that my root x from here is equal to 6 divided by the coefficient of x, which is actually 2, and then 2 here, 1, 2 here, 3, so which implies that my root x is equal to 3 right here. So to get my x, I'm just gonna take the square of both sides. So I'm gonna do this, take the square of both sides, 3 squared, so these two will cancel this square root, and then my x right here is equal to 3 squared is actually 9. Okay, so this is pretty much simple, and since I've gotten that my x is equal to 9, I can come back to equation 1 right here, or any of the equations, and then substitute for x. Okay, so you can see this right here. This is my equation 1. My equation 1 is actually root x plus y is equal to 7. So let me just write it right here. Okay, so let me solve it over here. So we have root x plus y is equal to 7, but I've gotten that my x is actually equal to 9, so I'm going to replace it there. Root 9 plus y is equal to 7, so root 9 is actually 3 plus y is equal to 7. Okay, so I'll have that my y is equal to 7. Okay, so I have that my y is equal to 7 minus 3, so which implies that my y is equal to 4. So you can see that these are the values of my x and also y. So my x is equal to 9, and then my y is equal to 4. So if you come back to this equation right here, and you substitute it in any of this equation over here, you're actually going to see that it satisfies this equation. So if I put 9 here, root 9 is actually 3 plus, if I put 4 here for y, it's actually going to give me 7. So same here, this is 9 plus root 4 is actually 2. So 9 plus 2 will also give me 11. So which means that these two equations are satisfied for values of x equal to 9 and also values of y equal to 4. So thank you guys so much, and of course make sure you subscribe to our channel for more updates, and if you have any question, do drop it in the comment box. If you have enjoyed this video, let me have your thought in the comment section, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.